Good Tuesday evening, craft family. It's Ann with Ann Made. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I make the magnetic bookmarks. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use printed paper that I've printed off of my computer. I'm going to go ahead and use a printed paper that I purchased, which is going to be a Christmas themed paper, okay? And I'll figure out whether we want to put the decal here or if it will look right. I just don't think with the printed paper that I have, we won't need a decal, okay? So let's head on over to the other room and I'll show you how I cut that on my Cricut. So I'm gonna pause and we'll jump on over to the next room. Okay guys, here we are in the other room at my laptop in Design Space. So this is the paper I chose. I did not print this out. I purchased this online. So it is very pretty Christmas paper, okay, that we're going to be using. And there is the bookmark and the magnets, the page marker and the magnets, however you want to say. Okay, so what we're going to do is come over here to make, and we're going to hit that, okay? And there is the page marker on the mat. Okay, so we'll come down to continue and hit that. Now it's going to ask us to set the base material. So what we're going to do is we're going to browse all materials. And what we're going to do here is we're going to use paper. Okay, so we just scroll down to find paper. And we're going to select copy paper. And hit done. Okay. Now it'll ask us to load the paper, which I've already done. Okay, and we're going to hit the flashing C, and that is going to proceed to it cutting. Okay, so that's done. Now it's going to unload, and we'll press the flashing button, and we should have a page marker. Okay, and it should pop right off here very, very easily, like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna load the magnet sheet and we're gonna change the blade to deep cut blade. Okay, so we'll lay that there and let me pause. Okay, so now we're gonna cut the magnet part of this, okay? So we already have the magnet sheet on the mat, okay? And this is a very, very sticky mat, as it should be, because this magnet sheet will slide around, and you don't need that, okay? So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna hit make, and I've already changed from the fine point blade to the deep cut blade, okay? So there are the two magnets, okay? And we're going to hit continue. Now it's going to ask for set base material. And what we're going to do is we're going to find magnetic sheets as soon as that pops up. And you want to check your tools, your edit tools here when this, okay, you want to go over here and browse all material. Okay, and you want to look for magnetic sheets. Okay, and it should be down here somewhere. You have to really look for it. Okay, magnetic sheets. Okay, adhesive backed, and that's what we're using. So we're going to go ahead and bookmark that. And we're going to go ahead and click that, and we're going to hit done. Now, we'll come back over here, and we will load the machine. Okay, the material into the machine, like so. And this is magnetic sheet, remember? And what I'm going to do is go over here and change from default to more pressure. Okay. Now we're going to hit the flashing C. And it should begin cutting. Now, you may have to do this twice, okay? So, depending. We're going to go ahead and do this twice. Okay. Okay, let's make sure the tools are set for deep point blade with more pressure. Okay, we got more, so we'll hit done. We'll come over here and we'll hit make. Okay, and now it's going to, we'll go continue. And you'll have to set the base material again. Always check your tools there. Okay, browse all materials. You'll have to go through this again unless you want to just, you know, punch it. You can manually punch it in there if you want to. So we'll go down here and we'll find magnetic sheet. Okay, adhesive back, click that, hit done, and you'll do the same thing again, okay? You'll load your mat, it'll load up here on the Cricut. When you see the flashing C, we press that. And let it cut twice. This should cut completely through. Okay. Then we unload the mat and I shall check it. So I'm going to pause right now and check it. Okay, so we're back at the design desk with the finished piece, okay? And it is cut, okay? So what I did was I just folded it in half. Okay, got that nice crease there. Now, when you're placing these magnets, you want to make sure that they catch right, okay? Now, don't forget, one side is sticky and the other side is magnetic here, okay? So they're stuck together, okay? You got to kind of watch it because, like I said, they're sticky on your hands, all right? So if you can just get them stuck right, like that. Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this down here. Don't want to put it in fold, okay? You want to put it, try to get it angled like right below the fold here and push down. And then you're going to fold and press down. And there you go. That's very simple. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how we laminate this thing. All right, so there you go. See, these have to be precision cut or they won't work. Okay, so for the lamination, you really want to do this before you apply the magnets, okay? And I'm using these self-seal laminating pouches, okay? Now, you've seen me use this part for the flicker lanterns, okay? It's a little bit more rigid, and that's what I make the clear core from. Now, if you want to, you can laminate these, but you don't have to. But like I said, I would suggest doing it before you apply the magnets. So all you do is take that piece of laminate and you fold the bookmark or page marker inside, okay? Then you can take your bone folder and you can just crease down here, okay? This one I did not laminate. This one I'm showing you how to laminate, okay? And make sure there are no bubbles. Okay, and we're not going to put any type of graphic or anything on this one. Okay, take your bone folder and just crease and make sure there are no bubbles. So it looks like this. Okay, and the whole thing is laminated. Okay, and you can still fold it. Okay, but what we're going to do here is we're just going to trim this off. I'm using my Cricut scissors. And we're just going to trim the laminate off each corner like this. Okay, you want to leave a little so it catches and sticks to it. Okay, so there you go. Okay, one more. And one more. Okay. And then you can fold it back this way And you can use your bone folder to redo that crease there. Okay, and then you can add your magnets, and there you go. Okay, and like I said, I didn't laminate this one up top here, but you know, you kind of get the gist of what's going on. Okay, I kind of like some of them not laminated, but they're very pretty and they're very, very strong. So there is your tutorial on the magnetic bookmarks. And there you have it, okay? Please always remember that if you plan on laminating, please laminate before you apply your magnets. This is very, very important, okay? So please forgive me. I know it's taken a long time for me to get to this one. And like I said, circumstances, you know, had its way. So, but at least it's done, okay? I followed through. And there are your magnetic bookmarks. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday night. Stick close to the channel. My announcement is coming up and I can't wait to give it. All right? Have a great night. Stay blessed. Stay happy. Stay crafty. Take care.